Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have a little walk and talk. We're walking here with Lexi. She wants to get out and walk for a little bit. Have a little chair in case she gets tired. And this brings back memories. I did earlier do a get ready with me. I had full face of makeup and stuff. And me and Lexi had all plans to start walking, but then it was like 103 out. We were like, heck no. So we're walking now. We're gonna do this every night or like first thing in the morning, you know, when it's cool out and stuff. So I just have skincare on. I don't even have eyebrow pencil on. That's all right. I don't know when the last time you've been here, but did you see they have those hills now? For like bikes and stuff, just to go up and down the hills. Isn't that nice? Oh, they still do have swings, Lex.
They're in my way.
I know. They got nerve. First thing Lexi was like, do you want to go on the swings? The last memory I have is I told you what happened when I parked right here. And I was like, come on, let's go. And you and Tyler wouldn't come. So then I took the car and I went all the way down here. I still had an eye visual on you. But you guys kept on playing. You were like, I don't care. And I came all the way back. I'm like, damn, you didn't care that I was going to leave you. But that's pretty. I always...
That's either a cat or a skunk I just saw. So be careful.
Where?
On the hill.
Okay.
There's a lot of deer over here too.
I used to say how we used to go swimming when it was open and stuff. And do you remember how they used to always have you and Isaiah's picture taken and stuff? It was such a pretty picture, except for, you know, you ruined it all the time when they would have you in there.
How would I ruin it?
From your face.
Because I look like you?
You look like Daddy. But you do have a lot of my features. Like, I couldn't deny you.
Are we going to walk back and forth just up and down the path?
However you want to do. Well, just more than one, or you don't think you can? Okay. No, I didn't know if it starts hurting. Just let me know. See, look at the little baby ones. That cute. Me and Lexi came up here and we're like, there's actually people swimming in this water.
This park, hi guys. This park has been shut down for 10 years and there's people swimming in that nasty water.
I know. Lexi has her hair blue. She had her hair all braided and stuff, but of course she took it out and stuff. They got really pretty hair.
Thank you. I get it from my mom.
Yeah, right. I'm bald. But is there any certain memories that you have, like coming here? Do you remember like anything that brings back like memories?
I remember being here a lot.
Yeah.
I remember that one day where the snapping turtle kept swimming to me like twice, and I told the lifeguard, and they told me to let him go over there where the boonies weren't, like where they didn't have it blocked off, and he came right back to me.
Oh, we're gonna have to get some off spray, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I always wear pants.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get hot.
Yeah.
A young guy and an older lady. That's cute though. She got her man.
Stella got a group back.
Uh-huh.
This brings me back memories when Isaiah was younger, and before he was in travel and baseball. This is where he would have baseball.
I crushed an acorn and it had a maggot in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One time I was walking doing a vlog, and a squirrel was throwing the nuts at me. I couldn't believe it. I caught it on thing, and it had like blacked my eye right here.
That's crazy. The squirrel must have not liked you.
I know. I was like, what the heck? Maybe tomorrow we should go. Because the trails that I like going to, I think they close at like 8.
So it's almost it's a 10-minute back and forth. So you want to do it one more time? Or?
Yeah, we can walk one more time. Oh, please don't sing. Don't quit your day job. That's what I do in the car. Sometimes I'll like play the radio and I'm like, I know I can't sing, but you know.
What if something grabs him? Remember that one day I told
That's
you
the
I
one
was
in.
swimming? I got this one experience. I was swimming in Union. I don't know if you remember. I was like diving with my goggles, and I was face to face with a big old fish.
I remember
and
that.
I
remember that.
Oh my God, I couldn't get up.
Do you remember you go swimming and the fish would go like right across your feet and stuff? It scared me. Talking about being scared, let me tell you a story that just happened today. So Lexi was downstairs and I was cleaning out her ferret's cage, and I am scared. I am scared to death of that thing. I mean, it's a good ferret, doesn't bite you, anything. I'm just scared of it. Reminds me of a mouse. And so anyway, I'm cleaning out, you know, the ferret, cleaning out the bedding to put the new one in, giving it clean water, food. And I always have trouble opening, like I open it up wrong. And so I had it to where the ferret can go like this. Instead of it opening out this way, it was opening out this way, right? And I was scared it was gonna jump out. And so I'm screaming for Tyler. Tyler don't hear me, I didn't know he was downstairs at the time. I'm screaming for Lexi, and I'm like, help! Oh God. Do you remember that time I think it was you and Tyler, you and Isaiah, one of you guys dared me to jump off of this stupid swing, and I did. I almost broke my damn neck. Trying to be cute. All right, ready? Oh God, look how red I am. Oh, I hate this feeling now. When I was when I was younger, I used to love this, and I can't even think straight. I don't like it, the butterfly feeling. Okay, I gotta slow down. I'm going too fast. All right, I'm gonna spend a little time with Lexi. Lexi, you're going a little bit too high. It's a little too high for me now. All right, I will be back. I'm gonna spend some time with Lexi. Hi guys, so it is the next day. I look a little cleaned up. You know, oh my God, yesterday was a trip. Anyway, let me just tell you real quick. I am on my way to go to PetSmart. I have to get dog food. And then I have to go to the drugstore and get Lexi's medicine. So I figured, let me go ahead and vlog. I have the AC on, so if you hear that, like I said, it's 104 out. Well, that's what the heat index is. It's like 95, and then heat index is 104. And I said on my community post, I'm like, it's going to be over 100 today. Put this on the Just Dan thing. And I'm like, I know that's nothing for some people, but I'm a punk, okay? I can admit that. I cannot take the heat. I cannot. Lexi's boyfriend is over, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like happy about that. Got some peace in mind. I mean, I love my children. I would be there a whole month straight if I had to, you know. So I don't want that to come out, you know, like that. But Lexi is very needy, and I am the same way. When I don't feel good or anything like that, so I am not like knocking Lexi. I'm the same way. This is my point. So when her boyfriend, she's like, Mommy, can, you know, her friend come over? And I was like, yes, he can. I'm still old school, you know. It's like, before anybody comes over, I know my kids are adults, but you ask first, you know, like prepare me, because I am the type, I don't like to wear bras a lot around the house and stuff, you know, it's just around my kids, you know. And I've shared the story before. Back years ago, I broke up a fight, which I should not have probably got involved, and they had a knife, and I was sliced. And then like 2 years later in 2006, I met this doctor, this surgeon, and he wasn't like, sometimes I say like he was like scammy, but he wasn't, no, I don't know the right word for it. He would put it in paperwork so that the insurance would pay for procedures. So he helped me because of where I was sliced at in different things. I mean, it's probably like this, and you know, so I got a breast reduction as well. So he made it to wherever it was that the insurance thought, like, you know, I just needed a breast reduction, you know, and he kind of like fixed it up and all that type of stuff. But anyway, when you're diabetic and stuff, you don't heal properly and stuff. And so a lot of times for my scars, it hurts if I wear a bra for a long time, you know, because it's right like where the scars are and stuff. And so, you know, I don't tend to wear them a lot, like hours around the house. So like prepare me, because I don't ever want to be disrespectful, and trust me, nobody wants to see that. And it's like, you know, so I know like to put a bra on it or whatever, or get myself looking decent, you know. So it's not really like she has to ask for permission. It's more kind of like, let me know. Does that make sense? So that is that. I need to, we're still working on the side of the house. I think I showed a little video of where like the neighbor put took the hedges out, and now there's a fence. And so I don't know why they didn't like dig, you know, all the way around, so it's not on my side, you know, because it keeps growing. You got to dig under where the roots are. And so that's a lot of work, and I can only do a little all the time, and the boys they're really major, they're actually doing the work. I'm just supervising, but they work, so it's like when they're timed as well, you know what I mean? And me, it's like I want everything done now, you know. So that's what we've been really focused on as well. But yeah, I guess I'm on here complaining, huh, instead of vlogging. But no, you know, it just feels good to kind of have like me time, even if it's just for 30 minutes, you know. And then tomorrow is Wednesday, and Lexi goes to her surgeon. It'll be 1 week since her surgery. Hopefully everything looks good. You know, I hope that. She's getting better every day, so that's a plus. I'm really glad. I was so worried. Oh, I was just so worried. You know, all seriousness, it's nice to see Lexi smile now, you know, like she's not in as much pain. She's still hurting, but not like she was. And I like that. She keeps sending me things like, oh, in 1 week we can do this, in 2 weeks we can do this. And it's like, you know, because she's not the type to just sit. Remember I told you she has ADHD, and so she don't like sitting in one spot, which she has to, you know. It's a 6-week recovery, but she's getting edgy, you know, and that's another reason why she's like, well, watch movies with me, and I get it, because I am the same way. Trust me, they feel the same way about me when I don't feel good, you know. But it's still a blessing, even though, like, I mean it, but I don't mean it, if that makes sense. It's a blessing that my kids still want me around and want to spend time with me, you know, because if she could really have some of her girlfriends come over, you know, and watch movies with and stuff, you know, but she chooses me, so it's a blessing. And I say it all the time, I'm very, very lucky. I really, really am. All right, so let me go in here and get some dog food. It's another $200 right there. I swear, I really need to get me a sugar daddy or something. Or find a job, a good paying job, or win the lottery or something. We need to do something, you know. All right, let me go get this food. I'll be back. I'm dreading to go out in this weather. All right, bye. All right, I got some really good news. So let me get my hand sanitizer. You know how, like, last time I went and I found, like, those bones and stuff, they're regular, like, $60-something or $50-something, and I got them for very, very cheap. And so, like, when you first go in the sliding doors, before you get into the store, you know, like, where the carts and stuff would be, there's, like, a table, and that's where, like, a lot of things on sale are, most of the time, because it's either, like, getting ready to expire or something like that. Well, I looked and I see dog food, like if you can see that blue bag there, and I'm like, oh, let me look at the dog food. And it's not like a brand that I use all the time, but I do, but it's Rachel Ray, and it's a 30-pound bag, and it was 50% off. I'm like, why is it 50% off? And it says it expires in September, and I'm like, well, it's only July, like 30 pounds for 3 dogs, it'd be gone in a week, you know, it doesn't last long. And so I'm like, okay. And then they have even better brands, you know. So I'm going to let Tyler know, so that when Tyler comes home from work, it's 3 o'clock. So when he comes home from work, he can go there and get a whole bunch of dog food and stuff. You know, we can get $300-400 worth for half the price, you know. So that's good. The only thing is we can't get seafood because Nala is very allergic to seafood. Her eye, like fish or anything like that, her eyes swell up. That when that happened, I had to take her to the vet to get a shot. Like Benadryl, nothing was working. God, I am so sweating. And chicken, you know, it's more of like a side effect she gets. She gets a little itchy. So chicken is always the last. Like, so we get beef or, you know, like deer meat, like venison or, thank you, or beef or something like that. And then also the puppy, she gets her own food. She gets like puppy food. So, you know, it's expensive to have animals. It's very expensive, you know. But anyway, my point is I just picked up the 1 dog food. I'm like, oh, that's good. Let Tyler spend money. And then I got them some bones and stuff, you know. Take a drink every time I say, you know. You're probably drunk already. but yesterday, like if you already seen the vlog, I did a get ready with me. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave it down below. And then right afterwards, we were going to go start walking and stuff, you know, because nowadays after you have surgery, they encourage you to walk and everything. And it was like 100 and something degrees out, and I'm like, Lexi, it's way too hot for you to walk because you know you still have your bandages on. You don't want to get it all wet, like sweaty, and you know, yeah, you could take a shower, but you don't want to get sweat. I was like, no, you just can't do that. And so anyway, I already had took my makeup, everything off, and then Lexi, it was about 7 o'clock. You want to go for a walk? And I was like, I mean, I'm not going to tell her no. Of course, I'm going to take her for a walk. She wants to go for a walk, right? And I was like, all right. I didn't care how I looked. She's gone a little too high on those swings. It scared me. I do want to say this. I don't know. This was a very weird comment that I got a few days ago. If I can find the comment, I'll put it right here. Because I didn't delete it or nothing. I mean, I didn't reply to it either. But they called me a homewrecker. I ruined somebody's marriage, or I slept with a married man, or something to that nature. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? This is what I'm thinking. And then I'm like, what? And then I remembered, because I said to my friend, you know, on the phone, I'm like, what are they talking about? And then she was like, well, remember you did that story time? I'm like, oh. And I'm thinking, so they must have, because I did that video like, at what, 2 years ago maybe? I don't know. Definitely over a year ago. So I don't know if they like went back and watched my videos, or maybe that video popped up. I like was recommended. I don't know. But I titled it, I slept with a married man. And, you know, at that time I was doing more like clickbaity-ish titles. I mean, it was true, kind of. I'll explain in a second. But, you know, I just figured that would get somebody's attention, you know. But what happened was, I'm like, are they kidding me? They must have not watched the video. It had to be where they must have seen the title. And I explained this before, but I was 22 years old, and this is when I was drinking and everything else. I mean, that's no secret. And I was working at Walmart at the time. And there was this guy. I was 22. I had just broken up with my son's father. And he was in his 30s. He was like 36 or 37. And he was Spanish. But he had just had this, like, I don't know how to explain, a swag to him. So he worked at Walmart as a second job. His main job was working at the casino in Atlantic City. And then he worked at Walmart at night, you know, for like his play money, you want to say. He had told me that him and his girlfriend had broke up or what have you. And I still, you know, I had just got out of a relationship. But anyway, one day, after maybe about a month of him, like, asking me, I'm like, all right. So we went out to eat and all this. And I had some drinks and everything. He was driving, of course. And he invited me to go back to his house. And I was like, all right. This is when I was drinking and all that. And let's keep it real. We slept together. And I thought, oh, I wonder how, like, somebody older, you know, because at that time I wasn't with, what, 1 or 2 men, like, that's it, you know, I wasn't very experienced, and I don't know, and it was terrible, okay, the worst I've ever had. Like, when he even kissed me, his tongue was going down my throat. Oh, it was gross. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe he was nervous. I don't know. So a couple of weeks later, I go back to his house. But we were watching a movie and everything else. And it happened again. And it was still bad. But that time, and I was like all day over there. Like, I met his sister had came over earlier that day. You know, all of this. But anyway, she must have seen the girlfriend or what have you, must have seen my car was parked in front of the house in the morning. And she was banging on the door. She didn't know who was over. She just figured a female. And she was screaming out there, you know, that was her husband. And he tells me that was his girlfriend. I still don't know to this day. It was many years ago. I'm 48. This is when I was 22 years old. Clearly, even if they were married, they had no kids together. But they were separated. You know, because I was there a few times and spent the night. And his family came over. Like, all of this. So it wasn't like when the way this person made it seem, like it wasn't like I knew he was married and we were sneaking around. No, I had no idea. He was trying to talk to me for at least a month before saying him and his girlfriend broke up or what have you. He still claims that, you know, I don't know the truth. I didn't see a marriage certificate, but if I knew he was married, even just separated, I don't believe in that. I would have never, ever, ever messed around. I say that with my husband, my ex-husband. Like, you are married until you're not. There's no such thing as a separation, in my opinion, as far as being with somebody else. You get divorced first, because in God's eyes, you're still married, you know. And that's just how I feel. That's just my personal opinion, but I know a lot of people feel differently. You know, I get that. I'm just saying for me. So I would have never did that. He said it was his girlfriend. They broke up. You know, it's like, not that they were living together. It wasn't so serious, is what I'm saying, you know. I mean, and there were times even between that I would just pop over because I was already out, you know, and I'd call me, be like, oh, well, just stop over, and I'd be there for an hour. I mean, we didn't do anything, you know, just talking or whatever. So clearly it wasn't like that. But I titled it because, you know, at that time I was doing, like, not clickbait, because clickbait means, like, let's say I'm doing a box that I'm unboxing. I'm like, oh, this box sucks. But then I'm saying, oh, I love this. This is good. Or I say it's a video about this, and you click it and it's nothing about that. That's clickbait. But I kind of like exaggerate it back then on my, people used to call me the clickbait queen. You know, just to get, and that's what YouTube tells you to do. Come up with a great title or a trending title or some type of title that would draw people's attention in. And I took that literally, you know, so I just thought, you know, anyway, so it just caught me off guard. I was like, oh, please, if anybody knows me, and even if that was true, which is not, but say that it was, I was literally 22 years old, 22. But anyway, after that incident happened, when she knocked on the door, because I'm thinking that bitch better not hit my car, like, you know, break my windows or something. She better not, because that's when I'll get involved. And I stopped talking to him. I was like, I am not getting into no drive. He was older. At that time, yeah, I was 22. He was like 36, 37. I was like, I'm not fighting over no old man, because at that time when you're young, you think 40 is old, right? And I didn't, because I thought he was terrible in bed anyway. I mean, you know, I didn't need him, right? And so I still loved my son's father. But, you know, sometimes when you're young like that, you get with somebody else to try to get over that person or what have you. But I was like, heck no. The sex wasn't good. You know, it wasn't nothing to, there was never going to be no relationship like that. You know, I was just having fun. So I'm definitely not dealing with no drama, you know. So that was that. And I learned a valuable lesson that time, that just because you're older doesn't mean you're more experienced or better in bed. You know what I mean? So that was that. It just makes me laugh when people say stuff like that. It's like, oh my God, you're so stupid. You know, like, that was funny. All right, let me go in here and get my medicine, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got out of there. I'm looking for my hand sanitizer. Lexi texted me. She's like, Mommy, are you still out? Well, of course she does. I have her car. And, you know, sometimes it's fun just driving somebody else's car. No, for a change, you know? But she was like, can you get me some ice cream? And I'm like, oh, you're so lucky you just had surgery. But I'm joking. I would have did it anyway. And I'm like, this ice cream's going to melt, you know? So, and then I said, well, does your boyfriend want anything? I'm not going to bring you something and not him. She said, oh, let me ask him. Oh, I love that girl. All right, I'm going to get off of here, because by the time I get the ice cream and stuff, because I'm not getting anything, it's going to melt, so I don't have time to say my goodbyes or anything. Like, I got to get right home. So please thumbs up this video. I know it's short and sweet, but that's probably what they're going to be for a little bit until, you know, I can really get out of the house. But, you know, don't forget to leave a comment. That really does help out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. It would mean the absolute world to me. I do want to say also, before I forget, that me and Lexi are going to be walking either in the morning or at night when it cools down. So I'll be trying to vlog a little bit every night with her, but it won't be till the next day, because the time I get it edited and upload, it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, I'm going to be try to get to be a little bit more consistent. They just won't be as long. So the question I have for you is, would you like content like this where you get more of them, so you can get them almost every day and maybe be 20 minutes, or maybe every other day to where it's a longer video? You know, let me know what you guys would prefer. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Don't let anybody take you out of character. Do as I say, not as I do. Also, stay cool and hydrated. All right, bye, guys. I really need to get me a sugar daddy so I can get me a pool or something, because this sucks. Or maybe a chauffeur. How do you say it? Chauffeur? That can, like, drive me to the beach every day. Oh, that would be